Here comes titties.
No, we already saw this.
I think it's fine.
Hi, welcome to Cutscene. If you're doing this right, you're about to meet three assholes who are ready for a body massage. I'm Eric.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Chris.
And welcome to Cutscene by I Beat It First. Body massage. Body massage. Body massage. Body massage. Body massage. Body massage.
What's a body massage?
Body massage.
I feel like we haven't been able to do cutscene in like forever. When was the last time we even did a cutscene?
It's been a month. It has been a month.
Yeah.
Yes.
Full on month.
Got interrupted by patch notes.
Yes, we
Patch
did
notes,
do a patch
and then we got
notes
interrupted
episode.
by something else.
No,
Didn't we get
it's
to
just
do
patch
something else in
notes.
between there?
No.
been
It's
a
just
month.
patch notes, but that's
Yeah.
2 weeks, and then
The last
another
enemy
2
got
weeks.
interrupted by other things too.
Yes, things get interrupted by things. But yes, welcome in everybody. It is a Tuesday, so it is later than normal because, Valentine's Day. You
Yeah,
know.
the idea, I mean, none of us really celebrate Valentine's Day, whatever, all the jazz like that. But the idea of sitting around as three very much grown men talking about anime on Valentine's Day, that just didn't sit well.
it struck a little too close to home.
It was a little bit on the nose. Not
Just
quite what I
a
really
tad.
wanted to be doing.
Just
Yeah.
a tad.
Just like,
But that's all right. I
don't
spent
even
some
Of
quality
course they have
time
nothing
with the
better
wife.
to do on Valentine's Day than talk about anime.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, I know Chris didn't. It's true. I mean, like, we didn't do
Get
anything
some
special.
chocolates.
Ooh. From your mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't do anything special. Shannon and I just, I made dinner, and then we sat in front of the TV and watched TV, and that was about it. That's about the extent of a Monday night Valentine's Day that you get in a married household when you've been married as long as we have. Welcome in.
Yep. Yep. It's about as exciting as milk toast, so it's fantastic.
More exciting than milk toast. Not much, but just
Nope.
a little bit.
Nope. Nope.
Milk toast is
It's
pretty exciting.
it's
Milk
about
toast.
it's about as exciting as dry cinnamon toast.
Milk steak. How about that?
Milk
With your
steak.
finest raw
Just-
jelly beans.
It's steak. But the fuck you doing with that milk? Man?
Well, okay. I have
You
heard
gotta have your finest raw jelly beans.
I have heard that some people have tried using buttermilk to tenderize steaks.
Did I fucking say buttermilk steak? Because that sounds like
You
a treat.
said milk
said-
steak.
I said milk steak. Milk steak is a whole different thing. Like that's just like
Brings all
that's
the
difference
boys to the
between
yard.
like. Well, I mean, it's the other way. It's the other way around. If I were to be like, "Hey, I'm gonna pour some milk in your cereal," dope. Hey, I'm gonna pour some heavy buttercream on your cereal. You'd be like, "No, don't do that."
What about
Milk steak.
some SOS?
Summer of Sam? I don't know. That was
No.
pretty brutal time.
No, shit on a shingle. It's chipped beef. It's creamed chipped beef on a slice of bread.
I could get behind that.
You get behind that? Okay. It's
I could
actually,
get behind that because you
it's actually
could
pretty
say
good. It sounds really
it's
bad, but
tartare.
it's good.
You could be like, "This is tartare and pate," and people would be like, I'm fancy."
It's
And
chipped
you'd
beef.
be like,
Shit on a
It's
shingle.
chipped beef.
It's shit on a shingle.
It's got it.
I only know of one place in Phoenix that does that. But it's actually if it's done right, it's good. So I mean, it's
Well, that's
not
just
the
like
end of the
everything. That's everything. If it's done right, it's good. I mean, it's very rare. that
Haggis?
If it's like, yeah. If you ever had haggis, I've had haggis. It's actually not too bad. You have to be prepared for what you're about to eat. You can't just be like, "Hey, let me just pop into the fridge and jump around. I'll make some brownies, a little bit of nachos, and haggis. Sounds great." No, but if you're just like, "Hey, I'm about to eat this, and it is just a stomach, liver, boiled all together, and it's gonna taste like onions and regret," and I know
And
this.
regret. Onions and regret.
It doesn't. It's not. It's surprisingly that bad. Like tripe. You know, when I had first one I had tripe, it's just like this is stomach lining. It's just like that doesn't sound appetizing. It's just like and it's coarse. And it's just like what? That's not a selling point. At all.
Wait. It's which course? It's which course?
It's like rough. It's like very coarse.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
It's doing a thing.
It was cow. It's cow tripe.
It's doing
You
a thing.
Apparently, you have to say cow tripe because if you just say tripe, then you go down a whole different
Well,
like,
'cause,
pathway that you probably didn't want.
Then
goat,
you have to
pig,
do
you got all kinds of stuff
yeah.
you can do. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
And apparently they all suck. Aside from cow, I don't know. I've had cow, and you know what? I'm good.
I've heard
I'm
pigs
fine.
all right. Cow tripe though.
Pig's blood.
Pig's blood.
Mm.
I've heard pig's
I'll
blood.
eat blood.
Cow's blood. I've had once before. Baked
Yeah,
blood.
cow's blood is okay. Duck blood, pig's blood, and cow's blood. Cow's blood's real. I'm talking about jellified or whatever you call it, sausage. Blood, like not blood sausage. That's different. I'm talking about like jellified blood.
Yeah, baked blood.
Like jello. Blood jello.
Baked blood.
Blood jello.
Blood jello.
Gotta get that blood jello. Goes
Would you like a blood jello pudding pop?
Chicken blood is only for sacrifices. So put the kibosh on that.
Oh man. Okay. Well, anyways, now that we've gone a very long time on not anime, let's talk anime.
Speaking of tripe.
Yeah,
Speaking of tripe. Here's this anime.
Well, I
Just
don't
swallow this tripe.
Okay. The first 4 episodes were definitely better than these 4 episodes.
I don't know.
They were not
really-
as funny as these 4 episodes, though.
Yeah,
they
okay,
definitely
fair,
leaned
fair.
way into the humor on these ones. And some of
I
the
was laughing my ass off
reactions.
those first two.
Yeah, some of the reactions, especially once he gets to the hot spring and he's having to clean up, and the guy just he's like, "Oh, what's going on here? Oh my god, that glare!" Like,
Dude, the few times the witch was just like, what? I was dying. Like the facial animations and the sound effects this course were just fantastic. Like,
And
I
she
was laughing
had-
every single time.
she had one of the longest nosebleeds that I've ever seen in an anime. It just kept going, and the way that they like put it out there is like that was how long she was ogling. Is it like they're
And
like,
then
okay, you've been ogling too
yeeted.
long. You're still bleeding. Okay, stop ogling. Oh my god, yeet. So, yeah, so we are watching Suppose a Kid from the Lost Dungeon Boonies move to a starter town. In which case, we are on episodes 5 through 8 of the anime. And palate cleanser.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Good, solid palate cleanser. Not the greatest anime in the world, not the worst anime in the world. And you know what? I'm perfectly fine with that.
It's an enjoyable
It's what we really need. Yeah, it's what we
Yes.
really need sometimes. Where it's just like
Yeah.
we jump from like either a good one or a serious one, and then we jump into something that's like ridiculousness, got some fan service, got some jokes, got all this stuff like that. But it's not too cringy, it's not too creepy, and it's not too just like shoot myself in the face with exposition. And it's checking off all the boxes of what I would want from a fun time summer anime, even though this isn't summer, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. It is fun time summer anime. Fun summertime anime, because right now we're in summer. Like that's it.
That's true.
So
In the
yeah.
anime.
All right, so episode 5 is Suppose Someone Took Flirtation Advice on a Magazine Way Too Seriously. I think it was supposed to be in a magazine, but it says on a magazine, and I'm fine with that. So
Maybe they just read the cover.
Yeah.
could be. Okay, first off, I really want to know why they pulled the holy sword out.
To be the prize.
No,
It seemed to be two factor. She was like really happy to be cleaning up all the shit and knew that the kid would take the holy sword, and she was just like, "Well, we got it. later and shut that guy down. Like it seemed like she was really elated to like shut down his whole system and program that he has there.
But so then, and then they put it in the armory after the competition, and they were like, "Well, why didn't we just do that in the first place?" Like they locked it away, and that's like they didn't want to give it up as the thing. But so it's like was the whole reason just to shut down this enterprising old man that was like taking advantage of people and charging them to pull on the sword?
Because they also want to make sure people knew it was removed, so they couldn't make a duplicate right away.
Yes,
and keep charging people.
But so is that it though? Like this whole thing, like that whole setup is just like, nah, stop making money.
I've shipped weaker plot devices.
This is true. He has shipped weaker plot devices. So that's where it starts out, is that he goes in and he's cleaning up basically a campsite and ends up pulling the sword out of the rock like with veritable ease, and it's supposed to be like the sword in the stone where it's like only the person that's strong enough can do it. So he pulls the sword out, and then it starts up this whole inner academy match, which is it's schools, so that's standard trope there. Two schools are going to go at it, and they're going to have a good old battle. We meet 3 new characters, but only 2 of them are recurring, right?
So far, yeah, they're sisters.
So far, well,
we have
the 2 blonde sisters. The 2 blonde sisters. Well, there's that one guy, but he doesn't count. But it's the 2 blonde sisters and then the friend of the mech arm girl.
Well, also friend, like enemy.
The other girl that tried to take over his spot, who's in love with
Princess. That's right, the sophomore. But we don't see her. We haven't seen her again either. No. Yeah, there's the one girl that comes in all hoity-toity because they're doing the testing and he's way too fucking strong to be in any kind of competition where it's up against people, because he'll just fucking accidentally murder everybody.
Because you'll kill them.
Yeah, and accidentally too, which is the thing that'll make him feel bad, even though he thinks that he sucks at it. It's like he sucks, but in a completely different way than he thinks that he does.
Like he can't even get the words right, but it's just still like OP as fuck.
God,
they're like, oh, I failed. Like, he thinks that's the failure?
What the hell did he even say for that? For the air one?
It was just like gibberish. It was just gibberish.
I don't know. It was like duck something, duck gust, or I don't know what it was, but yeah.
All you gotta say is flame magic.
Yeah, like that's it. Or wind. Like, what is it that he was actually saying? He said something, and we don't know what it was. Like we can't remember what it was. But it was funny.
You can use wind magic. That one probably won't kill them. Are you sure about that? Look again. Oh god damn it! It killed the metal.
Yeah, like converts that entire thing into dust.
Dummy. That's wrapped in anti-magic, like bonds.
Yeah. Oh god. It beats the shit out of it. Yeah. So that one chick shows up. I don't even remember her name because she was kind of throwaway. But she comes in. She's the next class up.
So she might come back.
Probably. Well, I mean, she's got the hots for the witch.
Yeah.
So that's not surprising.
His brother has
friend.
Motives.
Yeah, his friend that he
friend that. So they okay. No, see, I was thinking that too, Chris. They said brother earlier on, and then now he's introducing
he's like
his friend.
My big brother.
Yeah, and now it's just like friend, childhood friend.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe that it's all just the translation and the overdub and making sure that it fits properly. Yeah. So that could also be
like a brother to him.
Yeah.
But not actually related.
But we need to know what's going on with him, because as he said, now that the sword has been removed, I can go wherever I want. So there's some other like thing going on within that.
We're jumping around a lot here.
Yeah,
we around, but like
we can jump around as much as we want. Everyone watched it.
Which is totally fine. I missed completely the reason. I don't know if it was just like I looked away for 5 seconds or something like that, but I missed completely the reason. He had the chief in the ground. It was just like, haha, you know, you can't do anything, not bad for an immortal. And she's like, where did you find about the immortal? And then they cut, and the next thing I knew, she was back. Like I missed a scene somewhere. Like what was?
Oh no,
what was
she
the whole...
she flexed her power, and then he's like, "Oh, gotta go."
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, he put her in the ground as he said, so that she stayed warm since she got thrown out of the hot spring naked, and he put her into the ground to keep her warm, and then that's when she was like, she started like flexing her power. He's like, "Oh, peace out, bitches. I gotta skedaddle," and then she helps clean up everything else. But yeah, so she is immortal, as we gather. I mean, she was supposed to be like 80, and she's still in lolly body. So I mean,
Yeah.
Kind of gathered.
yeah, kind of.
I mean, you're a witch. You're a witch, and you have all these magical powers. Let's just assume that you're probably 1,000 years old. It's fine.
Okay, so let's see here. So episode 5 is we find out the real reason behind her arm. So she has an arm still. It's just crippled. Correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Because the way that they were saying it early on, it made it sound
seemed
like she didn't have an
any
arm.
Didn't have an arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Then it comes off,
then
like, there is an arm. It's just badly wounded.
yes. So it's
Whatever.
just a fucked up arm. And yeah, so she's got an arm. She's got this mithril arm that the girl gave her, and she says that she realized immediately that the only reason that she had, or that she gave her that arm, was so that she could help her pull out the sword. So, because she has her own plans for the sword, because the person who wields the sword will rule the world, or something.
Supposedly.
I mean, it's such a huge like plot device, and it's just like it was in like Disneyland
It's a
with this
Cracker
old
Jack
guy
box.
gardening.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a
So
huge
just like-
a huge plot device he found at the bottom of a Cracker Jack box.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, like, I guess it's fine. I guess if no one can move it, you don't need security. Like, it's just like, fine,
Yeah.
do whatever you want, right?
Yes. So
I
Which
guess.
charge
I don't
people.
know.
I guess.
charge people. Just like Disneyland, you can go try to pull the sword of the stone there. You can do that. Out of
So-
the anvil.
So we find out that the mithril drains the life out of people, or drains the magic out of the people that it touches. So it's slowly killing her, which it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, automail is bad. I get it.
Automail's
Fucks
not
up Eric
bad.
a lot.
Automail's not
Yeah.
bad. Cybernetics aren't
Mithril.
bad. People are bad.
Cybernetics aren't
It's
bad.
bad.
People are bad.
People are bad. Guns don't kill people.
I kill people. I still want to find that shirt somewhere and just wear it around. Guns don't kill people. I kill people. Never seen it before. Greatest fucking shirt. All right, so
With like a katana on your back.
no, it's just got a gun. Chris, have you never seen Happy Gilmore?
Well, no, I know, but you would be walking around with a katana on your back.
No, I
That's what I'm
don't. It's just the shirt. That's it. I don't need the katana.
It'd be about as effective as wearing a shirt that says this shirt is a bomb into an airport. That'd go over very well.
Yes.
The cake
This
is a
shirt
lie.
is the bomb.
The cake is a lie, and also a bomb.
Where I would wear the I kill people shirt is when I would ever go in for jury duty. Every time I go into jury duty, I make sure to wear one of my death metal shirts that has like death on it or some bullshit like that. And I'm just like, pick me. I would love to sit on your jury of peers because I am a fair and balanced person who is not gonna just fucking murder them. I don't care. What do you do? What do you do? He spanked a dog. Death penalty.
Death,
Death.
death by hanging.
That's a good
I think
point.
he's been outlawed in Arizona for a while. Death by hanging.
Death.
Next
Yes,
time that I
go.
have jury duty, I'm either gonna wear my Pussifer Calm the Fuck Down shirt, or just my 9 Inch
Dude,
Nails
it
one
works.
that just has the white block that just says anxiety on it.
Dude, it works. It works. I mean, like, make fun of it if you want, but if you just go in there and just like, hey, yeah, you know, I'll just murder people. Is that what we're doing here? I mean, I'm here to sign up for the murderer class. Like, do we have to get in a line to press the button to kill someone? Because I'll do it. I'll do it. Like, oh God, get this guy out of here. Like, Jesus, No, we don't want him.
Is it
in
a
here.
lottery?
Can we?
How do I become the
choose how we
winner?
get to murder
How do I become the winner of the touch the button to kill people lottery?
What this guy do? He stole a CD. He stole a CD? A CD? Man, you stole a CD? Kill him. Kill him now.
You wouldn't steal a car. Why would you steal a CD?
You wouldn't download a car.
Yeah, you wouldn't download a car.
You wouldn't download a gun.
You know what?
Though.
You know what? Lars Ulrich was right. You guys are all assholes. All of you. Also, Lars Ulrich is an asshole as well. But that's beside the point. Okay, so we get the battle, like the mock battle. So they bring in, they're like, and he's there. Lloyd's there, and he's like, they're like, yeah, he's not gonna fight though. And the girl's like, yeah, damn right, he's not gonna fight. You suck. I'm gonna take your place because I'm an upperclassman and I'm the better person. Then she gets her ass handed to her, like really quickly. But then that's when we see that she's getting convalesced at the witch's place, and she's got like totally in love. And then he shows up, and the witch is just like, "Oh, hi, how you doing? What are you making for dinner? Oh, I can't wait to eat that. That's gonna be amazing. You cook so well." And she's just like
Is it gonna have
slowly.
tomatoes? I love when you talk the tomatoes. Here sounds got tomatoes.
Just see her slowly, just like, what the fuck just happened? It's one of those things of like, it's not the greatest, but it's pretty fucking funny.
They do such a good job of bringing like I said, the facial animations and like the what the fuck mentality to everything that's going on is just perfect. I mean, the trope of him just being like totally like oblivious to what's really going on in his day and stuff like that is fine, but it's just like the situations that they keep getting themselves into and how ridiculous it is just perfect. Like when the chief turns into a butterfly, and later on she turns back and she's all naked, and he's like walking, he like hears a noise comes out, and she's just like prostrated on the ground. He's like, have a good night.
Okay, bye.
Oh, this is that same episode. We still haven't even hit on that yet. This episode was comedy gold.
So good.
And then he's like, how do I cheer up somebody that I know needs help? She's like, oh my god, he's talking about me. He's going back to that night, but he's talking about me. She's like, well, you should totally take them out on a date for some tea. That's a good idea. I'm gonna go ask Rio out to a date for tea. She's like, fuck. Oh, chat hates me.
God hates all of us.
Like, oh, no one will want to go on a date with me. I'm so weak and useless. Like, well, girls also like nice, kind guys that do stuff for them. I was like, oh, okay.
I really wish that somebody would finally just be like, dude, you're not
You're
weak.
OP as fuck.
Which is why I loved the end of this when he defeats the Treant demon lord or whatever, and he's like, I defeated my first monster, yay! And you're just
Thanks
like,
to all of you.
that's all
Not
you've
because I
been
did
doing this entire fucking time. That and
That's
cleaning
not
the
a monster.
hotel.
That's a demon lord, and that's
Yes.
technically your second.
Yes.
True.
That is the
Yeah.
second one. So so at the end of this one, it's when they finally announce that they're going to have the holy sword be up for grabs. We also met the sisters that came looking for the witch, right?
No, they came looking for the automail girl because she has
Yeah.
the
That's right.
bounty on her head.
That's right. They're looking for the automail girl. And then like they open up Lloyd opens up the door, and immediately the girl like attacks, and she just starts kicking and punching, and he's just like, doom, doom, and she's like, take me as your apprentice. He's like, what?
He's like, oh, there's a fly. Sorry I got you in your way.
yeah, it's like, oh, that's
had
what
that
that
fly.
was. I'm so sorry about that. Like, not even realizing that she was just straight up attacking him. And then after they leave, he's like, oh man, I think that girl broke a rib. And the
Oh
witch-
god, do you need healing?
yeah,
Yeah, I'll
it's
be
like,
fine in a couple hours.
This is the first what?
what? It'll heal in a few hours. Don't worry about it. It's just like, Okay.
Hey, that's normal.
But so it's gonna be those two girls, the mistress that runs the other school, and that's it. It's those three. And then that's when they're like, okay, fuck it. If they're gonna cheat, then we're gonna have Lloyd go in there. He's gonna win. He's gonna win the sword. The sword that is rightfully his, by the way.
Right. He pulled it out.
Because
So
he
it's just
pulled it
like-
out. Nobody explained this to him. So he's got this
It would have
sword.
been better if he was just like, why are we trying to compete for this garbage that I obviously was cleaning up? Like, just
He's
the other
never
day.
seen it.
Yep.
They never show
But he
the
pulled
sword.
it out.
No, but they never
Oh,
show
that's
the
right, that's
sword,
right,
so
that's
he has
right,
no
that's right,
idea
that's
that
right.
that's what the sword is. He's just like, this is a hunk of garbage. Yeah, so
garbage. I'm not paying attention.
yeah, he has no. They never told him that that's like the fabled sword or anything like that, and he wasn't paying attention when the guy was yelling because he's an idiot. So he's just like, oh, okay, cool, we're fighting. That's fine. That's what we do for the school, right? And he does take what's her name, Rio. Is that who it is?
The
Yeah,
small
they-
sister.
Yeah.
Oh, on the
No, no.
date. On the date.
No, on the date. Yeah, so he does.
Auto
he does
mail
take
girl.
her.
I can't
Auto mail
remember
girl.
her name. Ever.
Auto mail girl out on the date to find out what's going on with her, and then that's when you find out all the information about the mithril and the backstory behind them and so on and so forth. So
You can't touch mithril with human hands. He's like,
it's like
no, you can't do that. It's fine. I'm sorry. And the
he's
crazy girl comes in
not
and
human.
is all like, comes in, is like, oh, I was like, you didn't share that. We have like similar backstories. Like, oh, that's where you're pissed off. Not that we're on a date.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. She gets totally pissed off about the fact that they have very similar backstories, but yet she never decided to confide in her about it. I mean, similar-ish
Ish.
backstories.
Cursed item backstory is about it.
I guess so. All right, so
But
then that brings us
Crazy
to
girl
episode.
completely healed.
That's true. Brings us to episode 6. Suppose the obviously superior contestant wins, but the clearly inferior contestant also wins. Yes.
Let's suppose it.
Yes. Okay, yeah. So they start off with the fighting, and the rules are specifically no physical attacks, magic only. In which case, then Crazy Belt Girl gets DQ'd because the belt attacks, and it's not considered a magical item, even though it is.
It's not considered a magical attack. The attack that was
No,
done.
no.
was
They
physical.
said that it wasn't registered. So it wasn't registered as a magical item.
Ah.
So since they didn't have it registered as a magical item, she couldn't use it. Which is
I mean, if you're in
dumb.
a karate match and you just pull out your Glock, yes, you're gonna be DQ'd.
But what if it's a karate Glock? And I register it as karate Glock.
Ooh, karate Glock.
It's Duke. It's Duke with karate Glock action.
Or you got your gun blade from Final Fantasy and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Fencing
See?
is never the same. Yeah.
You're going into a sword fight, like you're fencing, and you're like, no,
Forty
it's
cal
gunblade.
style.
Gunblade. That's it. Don't worry about it.
Bam.
I just have to make sure that as I connect, I pull the trigger, and that's how I get crits.
Get
Right?
that double damage, man.
Yeah, gotta get that double damage.
Critical hit.
So she gets knocked out. Then, then Mina, who's the smaller one, then tries to use her water magic against Lloyd, and
To
Lloyd
drown
just
him,
goes,
like the most brutal thing she could possibly do.
oh yeah,
She's
that's
like,
true.
"Here, drown."
Yeah, that's right. She uses it twice. So one is she puts a bubble on his head, and she's like, "Haha, let's see how long you can last in there." Like 20 minutes later, she's like, "What the hell? He's obviously dead already, and they're cheating." And they go up, and he's like, "Hey, are you all right?" And he's like, "Hi."
No, he's still alive.
Holding his breath
So
for
then
20
she
minutes,
dispels
no
that.
big.
Then she tries to drown him in an even bigger way by putting a giant vortex around him, to which then he's like, "Oh, okay, wind, and this is when he
Well, then it's
completely
like
fucks up the
to
incantation.
disguise that she's casting another spell that time, when he can clearly see through it, see that what she's doing. Oh, I guess I should attack too. Boosh!
Duck
I fucked up the
feathers.
spell.
Whatever the fuck it is that he says. Hang on, let's see. Does it say anything in here about exactly? No, it doesn't. Oh well. So then Automail Girl fights bitch friend, older sister friend though, but it's like that older sister, the same as the other guy.
Frenemy.
Orphanage.
Frenemy. In which case then she takes off her prosthetic arm. She's like, well, I'll just take this back. She's like, okay, that's fine. And apparently embedded a magic crystal in her skin and blew it up next to her head. But did it very smartly. She punched her and caused the explosion at the same time. So they just think that the punch was just the explosion.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that then she blew a chunk out of her arm.
Yeah, just bleeding everywhere, and it's just like, and now I know magic outside of this, and we bluffed her way to the end. It's just like,
no,
okay.
no. What she said is that she used a delayed heal spell. Yeah, so she had cast a heal spell that wouldn't go until after that magic crystal exploded. So she's just like, ow, that hurt. Okay, boom, it healed. But then that's why I'm trying to remember how it actually ended.
She bluffs her way.
Oh
She's
yeah,
like,
then she bluffs her way out. Yeah.
Oh,
Then
yeah,
she
yeah.
bluffs her way out by chanting a high level incantation, and then, chick passes out and starts foaming at the mouth.
out of fear.
Yep, out of fear.
Yep.
So then they kidnap. Who did they kidnap?
They kidnapped nobody.
No.
They kidnapped the crystal,
Yeah. They thought they kidnapped the witch,
but they
but
just
she
took the crystal.
Oh, that's right.
Winry's apparently a
Bowing
dumbass.
to it and thought that was what
Yes,
was.
that's right. They
So
took her
precious.
crystal ball, and he gets there, and he's like, "Oh, where is she?" And he just sees like her thing, and doesn't check anywhere else in the house to see if she's there, and it's like, "Oh, they took off with her. They kidnapped her. They kidnapped the powerful witch that I live with."
If you came home, Eric, and the house was disheveled, and on the counter was a note saying, "We took something precious to you, come find us," would you then be like, "Oh, I better find my wife? Like, I'll better look upstairs"? You'd probably be like, "No, I gotta go get my wife."
Would yell first.
Well, yeah, I mean, but he
Because
did yell
precious
coming
to
in.
me.
He did
Precious
yell
to me
coming in.
could be
He was just like,
Callie, it could be Ronan, it could be Shannon. Probably isn't Barkley.
Me?
Let's be honest. It could be you. In which case, then they took you, drove all the fucking way over here, and left the note on my counter. At which point, you know what? You're the first person I'm thinking of. Hands down, that's it. It's Jason immediately. At which point, then I have to go tell Shannon, "Oh my God, they took Jason." See, so I'd still go around the house.
He did walk up being like, "Hey, I'm home. What the hell?" So he did shout. It's not like they're in like some 3,000 square foot home or anything like that. So
how do we know? We haven't seen anywhere beyond that main room. We haven't even seen their kitchen. We've seen him in a kitchen, but only in that bar.
that's true.
We've
And
never
they
seen.
do have multiple floors. They do have a downstairs and an
And this
upstairs,
could
at
be a
least from
fucking
that room.
TARDIS for all we know.
This is true. This is all very true.
We have no idea how big this place is. It's definitely bigger on the inside, though. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, he goes off to fight. This whole fight was bullshit in my opinion. Because there's no fucking way that martial artist girl could even be holding a candle to him.
Yeah.
Well, he was nervous because last time he talked to a girl, she just broke his arm like touching it. And maybe that's like some weakness of his. But, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. It was awesome to watch the whole.
But it's the whole arm wrestling thing. Is where
Right.
I'm getting at. So like they both go like they're both strong enough that they pull each other into the air and can
Well, I think
move
he
each other
jumped into the
around.
air.
Yeah, I thought
But
he was in control of all of that, and she was just
no.
like along for the ride.
But they made it seem like they were both kind of like using their strength to do it. And I didn't believe any of that. At which point, even if he was controlling it, there's no way that like his arm would be going down, and she had him like on the ropes for a while.
But she did break one of his ribs. I mean, she's obviously higher
kick.
level than anybody else around here
Yes.
with the kick. She did break his
quite
ribs.
strong.
So she does have power. And he probably was just like, I don't know how to tap my unabridged power, where unlike when he just yeeted the bricks off of what's her name's father. He was just like
Yeah.
mew, mew.
Yeah.
But
Where's Guru at? He needs to unlock his latent power.
Exactly. Exactly. Or he needs to
Exactly.
go into like Mr. Popo and get them to align the chakras and shit like that.
No, you don't train under Mr. Popo. No, you do
Popo.
not.
Chakras.
You don't train under Mr. Popo. It's a
2
dark
years in a
abyss in
hyperbolic
there.
time chamber will be great for this kid.
That's that's what I always loved about that. It's like there's the hyperbolic time chamber, and then there's also a time chamber where they travel back in time and fight two Saiyans on a distant planet.
Yeah, that's different. It's different, dude.
Okay.
One's magic, one's science. Get on board.
Yeah.
Wait. Which one's magic and which one's science?
The time chamber, the training chamber is magic. The back in time one, time travel, is science.
It's science.
Clearly.
But nobody had time travel then. That's the weird thing. Mr. Popo
Capsule
did,
Corp
yes.
did.
No, not at that
Capsule Corp
time.
did.
Not at that time.
They always did.
Once you have time travel, you always have time
Always
travel.
have time travel.
It's always been time travel. It always has been time travel.
It's been time travel all along. Okay, so anyways, let's see here. So yeah, they go through, and the pretty boy gets all the credit for saving the town afterwards, which is fine. Like no one actually really cares that much for it. And then yeah, that's when they find out that they're just like, yeah, no one gets the sword. We're just gonna put it in.
And the pretty boy saved the evil lady.
Oh
what he got
yes, he
credit
did
for.
save the evil lady. That's right. And then, oh yeah, that's right. Meanwhile, an unknown magician is revealed to have been manipulating Roll's memories to get the sword so that he can defeat the dungeon in Kunlun. Bum bum bum.
Bum bum.
And kill
bum.
Lolly Witch.
Immortal Lolly Witch. Immortal Lolly Witch.
Chief.
Roll. Yep.
10.
Chief.
Immoral Lolly
Lolly
Chief.
Grandma Witch.
We're like, how many different things can we say about it? Okay, so then starts the summer episodes. It's summer break, everybody, because they're in school technically, even though they're training to become soldiers. They are in
Military
school.
Academy still does summer breaks. Why
Yep.
not? I mean, JROTC could be JROTC. I think we talked about this last time.
Yeah, we
you
talked
know.
about that it is JROTC. But yes, they're on summer break and they're all bummed because one of them has the money and she's like, well, I have to go travel. And then another one's like, I have to go travel, but I can't hang out with Lloyd. My dad's gonna make me go to this thing. And then he's like, joke's on you, bitches. I wasn't gonna do anything with you. I'm gonna go train.
I got a job.
Yeah, he gets a job as a cleaner, butler, whatever the hell you want to call it at a resort.
Assistant. Yeah. Just wait, what was it called when you're at a resort and the front people and they're like, hey, I'm
Bellhop.
gonna go talk to this person.
Bellhop.
No, and they
Concierge.
have all like the
Concierge?
answers. Thank you, concierge. Yeah, he's gonna go be a concierge and everything that you could ever complain
they-
about, but then you have to do it all.
He did kind of get told he was going to be that for that. Alan's father.
Yes.
Pretty boy's father.
Yes. So yeah, he becomes concierge. He's just going around chilling, having fun, doing things, sitting all out relaxing and maxing all cool. shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
Outside of school.
Okay, we're not gonna finish that. Okay, anyways, so he goes, and then it ends up being that there's like a whole like investigation that's going on, and I never quite picked up on what his investigation was. Like, what was
I think his was the same, to help out, try to figure out what was going on and stop it.
Yeah, he was just there to help out. He had no alternative methods or
so he
movements or
wasn't
anything,
like
just
he
whatever.
was supposed to be there, but not like as part of the investigation. But I had no idea what was going on. And there's another girl there that's his direct supervisor that is also a plant for the other nobleman, who's Pretty Boy's dad. And then there's another, so the place is owned by an ex-military guy, and then Belt Girl's dad shows up with Belt Girl, and he's there to basically wedlock her to Pretty Boy.
First of all, I want to just bring up the great scene of when he walks up to meet the military guy that owns the hotel, because obviously the military guy can like sense his power, and then Lloyd being and all this great stuff, he sneaks up behind the guy, which isn't even on the road, comes in from the side for whatever reason. He's like, sorry, I'm late. It's just like, why are you so creepy about this? Like, just come up the road.
And then he's like, why is he so strong? Why didn't he tell me that he was so massively strong? What is going on here? Hi, how's it going? Hi, sir.
What is going on?
So he starts doing that. She makes him do like the cleaning. The best is that she's sitting there. She's like, yeah, it's gonna take you a while. It's cool. Don't worry about it. I'll come back and check out. Done.
We all
like, oh, that's a
pull our
good
own
joke.
weight and...
Did you put a dice on your forehead, Jason?
I did. It's a three-sided dice. Don't worry about it.
There's
I'm
no such
magnetic.
thing as a three-sided dice.
It's three-sided.
It's not. There's no such thing as a three-sided dice.
It's three sides.
It's not a three-sided dice.
Three-sided dice.
Three-sided dice. Three-sided dice. Jason's an idiot.
It's got three. There's three sides.
Jason's one.
It also has more, but it has three.
Then that means
But
all
wait, there's
dice
more.
are three-sided. It's a three-sided plus one dice.
There's another one. It's got three sides to it. I mean, it has a few more, but it's got three. It's all true. It's all true, Eric. I don't know why you're so angry about this. I used to like rolling dice. I still do, but I used to as well.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Anyways. So he finishes cleaning. She's like, holy crap, you're done. And then the guy comes in. That's when the guy comes in and he's like, hey, what's going on? She's like, oh my god, the glare. And it's just like a bunch of like good little like one-line quips that just end up happening throughout this entire thing.
Yep.
So we find out that there's a treant embryo that somebody stole, and the treants are the trees outside of Kunlun, in that forest area, and they're very, very strong. It's giant walking, talking trees. So those are outside of Kunlun, and they need to prevent them from being cultivated in the low level areas, because obviously, again, this is starter town area, not ending dungeon area. So they're trying the entire time. They're trying to find it very poorly, I might add. Like, nobody's doing any really good investigation, except for the fact that his direct boss is trying to get him to drink vile shit to prove whether or not he has it in there and expel out the treant if that's the case.
Because they're thinking it's him because he's so OP as fuck. They're like, obviously it's him.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, I appreciated the fantastic Me Too movement call out here. It was just like, hey, if your boss is trying to get you to drink a strange liquid and also rub down your body in the guise of training, you know what? You should talk to somebody, because you are not being trained. You are being abused and harassed sexually.
Is the body massage episode Is it episode 7 or episode 8? I was trying
I'm
to
pretty sure it's
remember.
8.
I think it
pretty
was
sure it's
8.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because it ends the best way it possibly could
Yes,
with him.
it is.
Yeah.
It's towards the very beginning of episode 8. That's where it was. Okay. So yeah, so they're all fighting back and forth. We talked about how Belt Girl is there. She's supposed to be betrothed to Pretty Boy. Automail Girl is there because she had to spend that prize money somehow on something. So she goes to this nice resort all on her own, and ends up being a server for some reason or another.
Well, because Pretty Boy got attacked by a treant, so he's out. So then Lloyd had to step in, and so now he's got the cover. Now she got roped into being the assistant, taking over his job as he becomes Pretty Boy.
Roped in, or was a little too enthusiastic.
Right, because she's a paying customer to be there. And then she's just like, and you know what? Yeah, sure, I'll cover it.
Sure, I'll
Lloyd,
fucking do
or
it.
whatever.
Let's go it.
Yeah.
Let's do this. I don't need anything like that. Oh, the best part though. The best part. We find out that she's there because she orders a massage, and he's the one that shows up, and she's like, and she starts freaking out about him giving the massage.
Like, no, someone else. I assure you, I can do it. He's like,
no, I don't want one from you, but I do want one from you, but I don't want one from you.
but no.
But I do,
This is
but
awkward.
I don't. We forgot to say that that martial artist girl has professed that she will become his protege and then marry him eventually.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
she says that
at the end of
multiple
the last
times in this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When she beats him when he beats her at arm wrestling, he's just like, marry me.
Yeah.
Because this is fucking legit.
It's like,
You're from Kunlun, so you're super strong. I'm martial arts. It's perfect. We'll make strong babies.
does she even know that though? Does she know that he's actually from Kunlun? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, because he said that.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
So
during
it's
the
that
arm
makes
wrestling
sense.
thing.
So yeah, we'll do your arm wrestling thing.
Oh, okay.
That's why she got
That's
so excited
right.
because she's just like, you're no wonder why you're so powerful.
Yeah. And I will do whatever the ways are of your area, even though he's totally 100% pulling it out of his ass. But, you know, if I'm afraid that a girl is going to break my arm just by touching it, what I'm going to do is arm wrestle her.
Arm wrestle him, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
Okay, let's see here. The tea thing, we already did that. Yeah, he ends up having to play as the pretty boy. Shows up, and then they end up having to go. Him and Belt Girl end up going on a date.
Yep.
He loses her shit
To
and
investigate.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even
And
say the name of
tries
it.
to-
Suppose it's looking like you need to clean up the mess, and you kind of saw it coming. That was the name of this episode. We just went straight to episode 7 and didn't even say that. Okay, so episode 8 then is suppose we were just pretending to be lovers, but somehow the pretense transforms into the real deal.
Jesus.
These things are fucking nuts. Okay, so then this is when the best thing happens. So they get a delivery of fire bombs.
From his
For-
brother or
Yeah,
Yeah.
brother,
Yeah.
friend
from
brother.
his friend. Yeah, he brings him in there.
Ms.
What are
Bro.
you doing, step bro?
Yeah. So now his boss decides, she's like, okay, I know, I'm going to find where the treant is on his body, and then that will be the way that I can tell that it's there. Then we'll go about expelling it. So she tells him that she's going to give
using
him a
that expelling
massage.
cream.
Yeah, she's going to give him a massage so that she can train him with it. And she's like massaging his upper body and everything like that with all this lotion. He's like, that tickles. And then she's like, where is it? I can't find it. And then looks down at his junk. She's like, is it so obvious? That's where a tree would be. And then slowly creeping the hand down there, and all of a sudden she gets hit by the belt. And then we get like the ultimate yandere moment where she just comes in head cocked, nothing but two red like dots for eyes. It's like, what do you think
like,
you're doing?
Oh, she's crazy. Oh, great, she's crazy.
Oh, great, she nuts. Bitch, be crazy.
She'd be loco.
I'm trying to remember how we get to the point where we finally find out who it is that's the got the treant in him.
It's because they're then all hanging out in the hot springs, and they had all
Right.
the fan service.
Oh,
real
yeah,
quick
that's
that They
right.
had to get her through it.
That's
And
right.
then,
We get through all
because
the
she got
fucking
yeeted.
yeeted through the trees.
Yep.
Because she's
Yep.
Which I love that
She's,
the two sisters show up, and one of them's wearing a towel. The other one, the masculine martial artist one, just comes out butt ass naked, and the belt is like, no, you can't see these spots. Not even on, like, it's not even her that it's on. The belt's just like, nope. And they just use the belt as the steam
censorship.
or cloud censorship that you
Yep.
normally get in the hot springs.
Well, he did it as well when the chief fell over. They're just like, nope, we cover it up.
Yes.
I mean, thank
It's-
God we don't.
Oh yeah, no.
okay, but-
It's just funny that that's what they decided to do instead of
Yeah,
like the
the
normal like
belt.
hot spring stuff. It's like the belt's just
Which-
there.
if you think about it, actually does fit canon because the belt does what the crazy lady wants, and what the crazy lady wants is not to have Leroy, what's his name, Lloyd. Whatever. Look at her.
Leroy
So
Jenkins.
yes,
Yeah.
of course, of course, yes.
Oh no, it makes
It's
sense, but
Leroy.
it's just funny that that's the device that they use for it.
No, it's fantastic writing in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like, it's just like, yeah, it canonically makes sense.
So he's like getting freaked out more and more girls start coming into the hot spring, and he's naked in there, and this is supposed to be just like a nice relaxing thing for him to do, and then accidentally stands up, and then that's when the immortal Lolly ogles way too long, and like it was like a 15-second long ogling and nose bleeding, that then finally the martial artist like grabs her and throws, just like, you're not allowed to ogle that long, and just fucking yeets her out.
She sees like the little speckle in the distance from the boss, and so that's what she's doing. She's like, "Hey, you're small and close. I'm gonna yeet you at that." And then the other one's like, "Oh yeah, because you're ogling too long."
Yeah, so they
And
throw
that's
that.
when the princess us also is like, "Yeah, she had that coming."
Yeah. So then they go looking for the prince. They go looking for her,
Lloyd does,
right?
and that's
Yeah.
how he finds.
That's
the,
how they run into the ant.
Yes, but it wasn't Lloyd that ran into the ant.
It was boss lady,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
the boss
Boss
lady
that's
first.
it.
and
Yeah.
then Lloyd shows up. He's like, "Oh, you're in cosplay."
Yeah, that's great. It's like,
Always
wow,
be
he
cosplay.
even hired some ents to help with it. This is amazing. This is so good, and he just beats the shit out of the ent. And then the best is his sister's like, oh, they didn't drop any wood.
It's bullshit.
This is bullshit, man.
Oh, shit.
I need my inventory drops. I need items that I
what
can
kind of-
sell.
What kind of drop rate is this?
Bullshit.
We get
Let
shit.
alone
This RNG is bullshit, man.
that there's strewn apart wood bodies are all over the place, and just like pick that up, take that, sell it. But yeah, and then the giant ent cosplay heads towards the hotel. He's like, man, this cosplay is amazing. So then they're all fighting. He gets there, they all start fighting, they distract him until they can get the fire bombs and start throwing the fire bombs at him, at which point then the girls are able to utilize their water magic and then their ice magic, and they freeze it, and then big giant personal pep talk of Lloyd for Lloyd and all that, and then he ends up pulling the core out. And then that's when he's like, I defeated my
it.
first monster. Yeah, crushes its core in his hand. He's like, I defeated my first monster, and it's all thanks to my team.
Yeah, my friends did it all. They carried me through this.
Yep. You know, it's like, you're the only one strong enough to do this, so you have to do it. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
she
so
was
weak.
literally told him. She literally told him, "You're the only one strong enough to do this." And he's like, No problem. I got it. That's what pisses me off a little bit. Like they didn't have to goad him into that. It was just
Yeah.
like, hey, you're the only one that can do this. And he's just like, oh yeah, no shit, I am. Like, have you not seen what I've been doing the last 5 episodes? No fucking shit.
I just
So that's
yeeted a
what kind of
brick
bugs me.
3,000
Yeah, exactly. I
miles
just
away.
really just yeah. I don't know. I don't know. No.
Yeah, it was a little too much, and then he's still not going to be convinced, most likely, and that's
No, he's still not going to be convinced.
No.
yeah. But then that's when we get the additional subplot of Shoma and the immortal Lolly and yada 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 yada. So
Yeah,
that's
American Ninja Warrior hopped up that motherfucker.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yanked out his eye through pure ice. Yeah, you're fine. You're obviously super
punch
weak.
through. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
But okay, so we're gonna finish off this on our next episode. So
Yeah,
episodes
and-
9 through 12.
Crazy Lady's dad was the one who deals in those ents. And so Alan, Pretty Boy's dad, thought he was the cause. I don't think maybe the boss was the cause, but it actually was the secretary
Of
Because-
Pretty Boy.
of Pretty Boy's dad because
Yeah.
Pretty Boy's dad's an asshole.
He's an idiot. He's an asshole and an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, we also missed out on the end too being fantastic, where the lolly chieftain
Oh,
is
yeah,
just
the
like,
massage.
"Hey, I would love a massage," and he's just like, "I just learned how to do one,"
Oh yes.
and then just suplexes her like
Suplex.
straight into the ground. It's just so fantastic.
because he picks that up from the fight between his boss and Belt Girl. And you're like, oh shit, Belt Girl got owned, except for the fact that the belt cushioned the blow and
Yeah.
like gave her a pillow and like caught her and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, he's like,
Wow,
man,
massages are really intense.
yeah. there's just too much going on to remember all of that. But it is funny. This is one that we've had like on like the hilarious radar of like, okay, we'll keep this in our back pocket. So I'm glad that Chris found it so that we could have this set up. That does mean that I have to start looking for an anime now.
Is it your turn? What was mine before? I don't even remember.
It was the last anime before this.
What was that?
Fuck.
It's long.
Yeah,
It's been like months.
It has been months.
like months.
It has been months. It's the only reason that we're like, what? Kakushi Goto.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's
The
right.
sad
That was a
one.
good one. It
was
wasn't
good.
too sad.
Not too sad, but
Fake death and all. It wasn't bad.
Mhm.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
This is appropriate. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for Eric to pull out some bullshit that's gonna make us all sad or upset.
It's either gonna make you upset or you're just gonna be like, dude, what the fuck are you making me watch? One of the two. I haven't decided. I might go uber sad. We'll see. I really want to find another horror anime to watch because I want a good horror anime. But the one that I want to
I would love a
watch
good horror.
is a 24 episoder, and we haven't done a 24 episode anime yet. So, but it's really good. It's supposed to be it's good enough that it got a remake. So,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
you know
yeah,
what I'm
I
talking
know.
about, yeah. So, we'll have to figure that out. But anyways, Jason, Blog World.
Hey, you. Yes, you. If you're watching or listening to us, guess what? We love you and we appreciate you spending your time with us and your evening with us and your sanity with us because honestly, we just like love spouting this stuff and we love doing it for you. And thank you for sitting down with us and watching us and having fun with us as well. And you know how you can get involved with that? Is by emailing us. You can do that at anything at ibeatitfirst.com. It can be Chris, Jason, Eric at ibeatitfirst.com, cutscene at ibeatitfirst.com. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what your thoughts are. We want to hear what your animes that you like. What do you think about this anime right now? What do you think about animes that we've watched in the past? What anime should we watch moving forward? Anything. We would love to hear from you, what you think about it, even if it's about how much I suck. I don't care. I would love to hear from you. You can also, while you're emailing us, check out ibeatitfirst.com. That's our actual website of like stuff that we do there. You can then also check out the very much abridged ibif.co. That's ibif.co, which is a list of all of our podcasts and all of our different channels of our worldwide podcast network that we have, because we have obviously
Worldwide.
Cutscene. worldwide, Mr. Worldwide. You're listening to Cutscene right now, which is our anime podcast. We also have our official, I don't know, original podcast, which
Our
is I
main
Beat It
one.
First. Our
Yep.
main one. We have our main I Beat It First
The OG.
podcast, which is where we talk about nerd shit in general and video games predominantly. And then we also have our randomly sprinkled in there patch notes, which is where we pull in developers for small indie games and talk to them about pretty much anything we can except from their game, and then a little bit about their game as well, which is always a lot of fun, especially to meet random new people who are making these awesome games that we like. Please, of course, like and subscribe to all of our bullshit on all of our social media and all that stuff like that. You can wishlist us on Steam because why wouldn't you? And of course, like send anything you want to Twitter, I Beat It First, Instagram at I Beat It First, and of course, if you're not watching us on Twitch, you can watch us live. Typically, every Monday we do our podcasts at twitch.tv/I Beat It First. Eric and Chris do a great job of being consistent on their streaming. I jump in there every once in every blue moon, and usually the little fanfare. So it's no big deal. And so you all can definitely enjoy checking us out on Twitch, and it's a lot of fun, and we would love to hear from you there too. Mostly just email us. So yes, keep it in mind though that we will be next week doing I Beat It First, our normal podcast, and hopefully we'll be able to stick back to our normal schedule, but we'll of course update all that on our website and as we
And in
decide.
the Discord. But if
Yes.
you want the
And in the
Discord, you got to
Discord.
go to the Twitch because the Discord channels are a pain in the ass to give out links for. So
The
go
links are rough.
to Twitch, do exclamation point Discord, and you get all the Discord information. You can do that whether we're broadcasting or not. It doesn't really matter. But make sure you smash that like button and ring ding ding that bell to get notified when we go live. God, it sucks that I can do that so well. But we will be rating out to everybody that's watching us on Twitch, as well as doing the exercises that chat has decided that I am the only one doing them today. But so make sure that you stick around while we get ready to raid out. But without further ado, Chris.
Bye-bye.
All right. Oh, dear God. Okay. That recording is stopped, and that recording is stopped. Okay. Sit-ups, push-ups, and squats.
Recording stopped.
You
I
got the
love
whole
that-
gamut.
James is like, I know that you're going to be on the bike. I'm like, I've been on the bike the last 2 days. It's not just today. It's like, I have been on the bike the last 2 days. So, all right. Let me get that out. All right. All right.
The dick bike, right?
1, yes,
Mm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh man,
8.
I always hate exporting this stuff. I
9,
always forget so much
10.
Oh, yeah.
to do
Yeah.
this.
All right.
I do all the time.
1, 2,
Uh,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Do better, Eric.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Do better.
I am.
No,
1,
no,
2,
baby.
3,
No. That's not even close.
4,
Nuh-uh.
5.
You have a pillow behind you, I can tell.
6. I'm doing
Was this grade school style?
7.
Uh,
9,
slowing down your old age.
10. That I am. I am slowing down in my old age. Okay. Let's see here. Who are we going to raid into, everybody?
Boomy, Voodoo, Space, Daft, Twisted, Thick, Holly.
Tristov, Joshua, who's doing Genshin. He's trying to get Yaimio. Let's see here. We've done Watch Holly recently. Let's just do M. I didn't get to hang out with them because I didn't get to do D&D on Sunday. So we're going to raid into Space Babe, everybody. But thanks a lot, everybody, for joining us. We are going to raid into M, but have a great night.
Good podcast, guys. I enjoyed